Da Okay. Hi. So, that took a second. I started the stream a little early while I was getting everything set up. So, everything's ready, I think, although that's a little close to the edge, which is moderately irritating. I kind of want it to be less close. If I make this zoom just a little, that's better. If I go here, you can kind of see me. Only a little. That's fine. I shouldn't need to get that close anyways. It shouldn't be that detailed of a bit. So, anyways, hi, I'm here. It's time for another art stream. I'm gonna try and do yesterday's prompt. Right, yesterday's prompt for Slimetober, because I'm behind. So, I did the one for the second day. Ignore that. I did the prompt for day 1 and 2. But I'm behind because I don't do stuff on Sundays, and I was already behind because of all of the stuff with the scenery for the second day's prompt. It took a while to finish. So there is that. Sorry. Why am I apologizing? Who cares? Anyways, yeah, so because of that, I'm working on the third day's prompt today, even though it is the fourth, and then I'm gonna try and at least start the fourth day's prompt. But I will probably not finish it tonight because I'm only willing to do one art stream. Again, I've already done one today, and I'm only willing to do one other one. So, that is that. I'm probably only going to finish the one thing today if I finish it today. So, we're just going to have to deal with that, and I'm going to have to catch up some more tomorrow. That's okay. So, yeah, we're gonna get started. Let me go get your music for you. Alright, I'll unmute the thing, and now we can start the music, and we can hang out, and it'll be great. Alright, let's chill out, have a good time. You know? Let's have a good time together. Let's chill. While I work on yesterday's prompt, lol. Starlight was yesterday's prompt, and that made me think of mosaic slimes, because they have the little lights that come off of them. So I'm going to do a mosaic slime, kind of making like stars in a little cave, for a puddle slime that's stuck in a little cave pool, because I thought that was cute. So that's what I'm gonna do. So enjoy watching that be made. I'm gonna hopefully enjoy working on it. Hey! Alright. So, person. Supreme Boosted. I don't know if you're still here. Are you still here? I would like to ask to make sure, but either way, I'll go ahead and do as asked. So, you wanted to see some previous work. Well, this is like my folder of bits that I've got that I actually like have saved outside of my little sketchbook. So, I've got a few things, not a whole lot. I'll move my sketchbook out of the way. I don't mind taking a second to do this. I'm making decent progress on the sketch so far for today's thing. So, previous works. This thing from yesterday. There's that. And then the thing from the day before yesterday, which is that. And then some things from farther back. We're starting to move onwards. This was from Pride Month, so this was a few months back. This was my little Pride Month special thing that I did for, my thing. What's it called? Brain. My comic. Right. I do a comic, by the way. You probably don't know that, but I have a comic series on Webtoon. So, I make art of slimes. This is just some extra stuff that's just in here. Oh yeah, this. That is art of me in my window where I do all of my work. I had to do that because I wanted to address everybody in my, like, comic thing. So, there's that. Here are all the slimes from the other work, the Pride thing, but, like, separately. I did, each slime is a different Pride flag. That was the idea. So that's why all of them are also labeled as different flags and stuff. So there's all of these. I think that's just one page. Yeah. And then the second page of all of that. All these different kinds of slimes and stuff. And the third page, which is actually just a copy of some of the other ones because I messed up the coloring for a lot of them. So I had to redo it on a different page for a few of them, which was annoying, but needed to be done. This is just some of my pages with just things on them. I like the colors and how they look, so I keep the pages. And this is my my thing for Pride last year, which was just a little rainbow slime with a non-binary flag? Question? Yeah. I always forget which one is the ace one and which one's the non-binary one. But yeah. Which is funny, because I am both, but that's probably why I forget. So yeah, this was from last year's Pride. My thing I did for that. And here are the main things that I keep inside of that folder, which is the comic panels that I have saved from my comic series. Yeah, these are panels for my comic Slime Life on Webtoon. You can go check that out. I am bad at things in Webtoon, so you can check out my stuff on there. I really would only recommend reading Slime Life because it's the only good one, and I really need to get back on working on it, but I've been a little bit nervous because drawing people is hard and it makes me scared. So, and I took a real confidence boost a couple months back. So I've been reluctant to work on anything until recently, and I feel like the art streams has been helping a lot. I've been getting a lot of nice words, which is helping me get my confidence back. But yeah, so you can actually read the comic through this if you want. So these are like the first panels. It goes from here, down, and then to here, down. And then this is just like an extra bit because there's always this section that's left over on my page every time I finish this part. So I usually just draw something that's relatively related to what's been going on in the other panels. So there's the first page. There's the second one. Our little slime friend, like, actually wakes up in the other one and then comes out of the pool in this one and sees what's going on and hears voices from far away. And then comes out, and this was when I really started to get really nervous about working on the comic again, actually, and I stopped for a year. You can tell, kind of, because the line quality is different here than it is here, because I dipped for a year out of fear. So I was using completely different pens by the time I got to this point. But yeah, so I dipped for a year because I was nervous, And then I came back, and then I dipped for another few months because I lost all of my confidence that I had really worked hard to gain in the first place because of some circumstances. But yeah, so those are the comic panels. And this is just a thing. What is on here? Oh, this is like old art assignment stuff and like some loose leaf paper. But yeah, so this isn't anything. This is just stuff. But yeah, that's like primary work I can show you really easily. Like, I could show you some stuff from in my sketchbook as well. I don't even think the person who asked is still here, but I'll show just in case, I guess. Bonk. Let me put all of these back in their folder. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Sorry. That was loud. But in my notebook, there's probably more things. What is here? Let's see. Let's peruse together. So here are my current like color palette and background page things. Just some things from like a while ago that I was like messing with on these pages. They're just throwaways. I use this to like make sure I was practicing kanji in the background. Or hiragana, sorry, that's the wrong one, I think. Is it that one? I forget. It's been a while since I've done any Japanese lessons, but I had that just in the background on this page. But this is actually, I use this folded page to like draw out the lines for the comic panels so that I can get them straight without having to use an actual ruler, because when I use an actual ruler, then it marks the ruler, and then that gets all over the page, and that's annoying. And this is all attempts to make logos for things. I eventually like sorted that out. I really wanted to figure out a logo, and I kept trying all these different ones. And yeah, so these are just a bunch of different ones. I ended up not using like any of them, basically. Well, actually no, I think I used the KC one, but yeah, outside of that, I didn't really use anything. But yeah, those are those. I can just leave them here, actually, because I always leave them here. I always leave them at the front so that I can just use them whenever I need. What else is in this? There's just some random things that I've never finished, like more letters and things in Japanese. There's some sketches for some stuff that I kind of started to do and then didn't do. This is like some stuff for Sanders Sides. I don't know if you've ever seen that series or whatever. A pair of wings that I never really used for anything. I just have. Oh, I drew a friend a while ago, a little tar slime. Look at him. Isn't he cool? Using colored pencils and stuff. Isn't he neat? But yeah, I drew him a while ago just for fun because I felt like drawing a tar slime. I wanted to see how he'd turn out. So that one was fun. This was actually the workings of another comic that I did that also involved a lot more digital editing than the Slime Life one. Here's another one that was actually part of that comic from before, but this was like, the idea was supposed to be it was like a living cloak, basically, and that's why it was called Cloaked. Yeah, so, and this was gonna be like in the next panel, but I don't think I ever put out that part. So, oh, this is Fuwan. We love Fuwan. Fuwan's great. He's fantastic. I'm a lot happier with how it looks now that I'm seeing it again for the first time in a while than I was the last time I saw it. I colored this when I first got my markers, and I wasn't really sure how I felt about it, but yeah. So this is a character from a book that I never finished writing. His name is Fuwan, and I love him a lot, and he was like a cat in a first life and then got changed into a bar guest afterwards, which is like in some legends it's supposed to be basically, or at least like in my version of the legend, I forget which ones I read or anything, but like in my version of the legend, the bar guest is basically like a pet that lost its owner and ended up staying by the grave of the owner until they died, so they ended up becoming like a spirit that watches over the graveyard and the grave of their owner specifically. So that's what ended up happening here. That's what this entire thing is. But their name was Fuwan. They lived in this little shrine, and like the person who used to live at the shrine was their owner, and then the owner got like murdered, or did they just die? I forget. Something happened. They died in the end. So yeah, so this is Fuwan. This was a work from a while ago. I was gonna do something with this figure, and I never did. It was actually supposed to be the main villain for my Flex Seal Man series that I worked on with a friend. Yes, it is about a superhero based off of Flex Seal. And this was the main villain that I was going to try and like sketch out, and his name is Gideon, and he is Florida Man, which is why I was going to mess around and make him. This is Gideon, but like smaller, as like a chibi form. I don't know what else is in here, actually. Oh yeah. Oh, this is a collection of sketches for working on the comic and stuff. This is like an outfit based off of it in a book that's actually in it and everything. And this was supposed to be the core of the automaton that's in the comic, and this was just an eye that I made for practice because I'm not very good at drawing eyes. And these are some various slimes and like some things for a game that I'm still working on very slowly but steadily. Just a little like cloak thing. And yeah, these are some slimes. I was like experimenting with my markers for the very first time when I drew over them with marker, but I just made the slime designs like a while ago to begin with, just to practice with them. On the other side, ruined a bit by the marker markings, but it's there. I have it like scanned already, so I have a copy of it elsewhere, but I just haven't. It's fine that it's being like gone over. It's alright. If I really wanted to redo it somehow, then I could just easily take the scan and like do it then. But this was a landscape I did of a cave for back when I was first starting the comic. I was trying to make the cave landscape first, and this was what I did. So there is that. And this is this is a monster design. This is the evolved shadow slime. Isn't he cool? I still haven't finished it. I need to finish it at some point. It's supposed to get even more tentacly up here, but I never finished putting in the rest of the tentacles. So, or I also never finished, like, I never figured out what I wanted the face to look like, is the thing, and why I didn't finish it, because I didn't know what to put up here. So I need to figure that out, and then I can put the rest of the tentacles. That's why I kind of stopped here partially. But yeah, so I need to finish that at some point. That was just a game thing. I was trying to figure out like a UI for a mobile game, possibly. More slime designs of just me trying to try out different faces and expressions and like positions and stuff for the slimes. I also drew a cat because I was just messing around with that, and I drew out the eyes with markers because I wanted to mess around with the markers, and the pens as well I was using around on these faces just to experiment with them and see how they worked and stuff. I was checking the thickness of each of the different pens when I first got them. Right, this is another panel, and it's either going to be a throwaway because I accidentally got marks all over it, or it's going to be like one that has those marks hidden away. This is the next part of the comic. I showed it when I first started doing the art streams again, but these are the next panels for the comic that I need to actually finish and work on. The thing that makes me nervous is that I have to draw like figures in the eyes before all of the blood splatter happens, and that's blood splatter, which is another thing that makes me a little bit nervous because I have to draw blood splatter, and that's hard. But yeah, so there's that. I was gonna draw figures here, which is why there's like heights and stuff. I forget what specifically it was for, but I was doing something. I was gonna draw a person and then didn't. Oh, I drew this a while ago. A bunch of different slimes, a little scene done in colored pencil that I'm quite fond of. I think it's cute. I made it like back when I was first starting the comic because I wanted to figure out how a bunch of different slimes looked, and I was trying to come up with like new slime designs and everything. So I made a few variations, like a light slime's over here, there's an air slime, a blood slime's over there, and I slimed 2 creative slimes, or creation slimes? Yeah, 2 creation slimes, and a shadow slime hiding behind an earth slime, and a water slime chilling out on top of the creation slime, just like the blood slime is. So yeah, I was coming up with different slime designs, so I drew them on there. This is icons for a game. Again, I wanted to do like a match 4 kind of thing, or a match 3. And what else is in here? There's a few things. There's like open pages for a little while in here. I'm running out of room in my sketchbook, actually. I have a few pages left. I have like a good chunk right in the middle, but I feel like I need to see about getting another one, because that's all that's left of the space, really. And then we're here, back to where we were today, And then here is just the thing from working on the past couple of projects. I've gotten ink all over that page because there was some stuff on this page, which was actually, I have a picture of this. I didn't scan it, but I have a picture of this doodle, which was supposed to be like a design of me for one of my artist friends to actually like draw. And then back when I first got the markers, I was messing around with them and I did this with just the markers, which is, I did it very fast, so it's very bad, but I did it anyways. And it's like, what, a fire slime swimming across water with an earth slime on top of it and an air slime above them. But yeah, I was messing around with the markers, figuring out how to like blend the colors and how they work and stuff. So there's that. This is various attempts at making a logo for my dad, which ended up being taken over by my sister. I needed this for Pride Month last year. This is... It wasn't colored on here originally, but I did color it with the markers when I first got them. This is from another comic that I started a while ago and didn't finish again. Although I had considered working on it some more, I actually quite liked the story. But it's basically like, these two are roommates. One of them is like an assassin who's trying to protect this person for some reason. Like, they're just roommates and they end up falling in love. There's like a huge storyline that I totally forgot. But yeah, so there's these two. They're actually, this was like the cover image for the comic, I think. Oh, yeah, and there's some scenes from that comic that I drew out in pen and stuff. Ignore all of that. It's a little bit gory. I tried to do something here. I'm not entirely sure what. That's a mouth. Upside down. And right side up. Everything scoots to upside down over here. Here's a friend. He's a little bloody. That's okay. But here's a friend. I made him a while ago. I don't remember who he's supposed to be specifically. I think he's supposed to be a version of one of the Sanders sides, like Virgil or something, but I was messing around with the markers again when I first got them, so I was trying out some things, messing around with him. And I messed up, like you can see how I messed up with the bleeding down there, like the actual bleeding of the colors, not just the blood, but like I was messing around with some stuff and I ended up like getting all of the pink everywhere on accident. But yeah, I was trying out some things with the new markers and everything. And here's some of my favorite things, actually. Monster designs for Nightmare, who is based off of Virgil from the Sanders sides and everything, from my own fanfiction about that. Here he is. I love him. He's the boy. He's like a stuffed plushie of this scary monster, and he's very cute. I love him a lot. And the actual monster version of him is a lot less cute, but he's very cool looking, and I love him a lot too. So this is the actual monster, Nightmare. Nightmare is one of my favorites. He's a very good monster, I think. He looks pretty cool. I colored him in with markers when I first got them again, and I was practicing with all of the different things. So he's pretty neat. And I did not finish coloring in this one, which is another one of Nightmare, but from the front. And I only did the line art for him like a while ago. This is something I'm not super proud of. This was my attempt at drawing the sides for like a second, and then I gave up because I'm not very good at drawing people. So we're going to ignore it. Oh, this was my version of Alan, the art that my sister made for me. And the lad that's on the BRB and the end screens. So, which direction are we going? Right, this was another attempt at a comic. This is a really bad drawing from a really long time ago when I first got the sketchbook in the first place. That I just did in red Sharpie. This was from an animated series I was working on and then didn't finish, called Datex, I think? Yeah, these were all some of the faces and the items and icons and stuff that I was using for everything. This was an attempt at making a shirt for me and my siblings called the Kids Table, because that's what we call ourselves a lot of the time. This is Charlotte. This was part of the animated series again. I was just drawing the character models. And this is Addison, who was another one of the characters that was on there. And right behind Addison is... I don't think it was for Datex. I think I was just drawing a dress and then ended up drawing this chick. This was from a long time ago. Like, way before I got any of my markers or anything. This was like way, way long ago. Yeah, that was from when I was probably like in high school or something. Yeah, that was ages ago. And then there's just some stuff for something or other, and a map for a game that I used to play that I did not finish drawing. But yeah, so that person is probably not here anymore, but to answer their question of, yeah, can you show some previous work? Yeah, I can. That's it. Those are some of my previous works. I could show you more. I have some more stuff. It's just far away and hard to get to. Not like far, far away, but it's in the hallway, and I'm not willing to go and get it. Plus, some of it's hanging up, and I would have to take the camera with me to go look at it, and I'm not willing to do that, because that is a lot of effort. So, yeah, there you go. There's some previous artwork if you wanted to see that. Hope that person actually was here. But since they're probably not, maybe they'll come back. But either way, to the one person who may have been here to see that, like, there you go. I took a second, but I got to it. There's all of the previous art. I'm going to put this folder away and then mute myself so that y'all can get back to your music and I can get back to mine while I work, because that took a hot second. Only like 15 minutes, but still. Alright, so that's it. That's the previous work. You saw it. If you didn't, you're a loser. Sorry, I'm gonna go. Bye. Well, I'm not gonna go, but I'm gonna mute myself so that y'all can just hear the music. Alright, so, camera died. As it always does. I need to get a second battery at some point, but whatever. Anyways, it's pretty close to done, actually. This ended up being more intricate than I expected. I didn't intend to do an entire background. I intended to just do, like, a little thing. But that's not how it worked out, so... oh well, I guess. Whatever. Also, we got distracted with showing previous works earlier, so that took a second of the time that we were going to use for this, but that's okay. It probably wouldn't have been finished anyways. We would have just been closer to the end, but still not able to finish it, so whatever. It's fine. Anyways, so tomorrow we'll finish it, and then work on, oh god, like, today's one and tomorrow's one. Man, we are so behind. But yeah, we'll finish it tomorrow. That'll be fine. And then we'll try and actually finish tomorrow's one, because that one's not gonna have any background this time. I know it's not, because it's literally just a slime and a pumpkin, so what the fuck else would it be? So that one's not gonna have a background next time. Like, it should not be a thing that we need to worry about. So yeah, it'll be fine. So yeah, tomorrow we'll finish this, since it's almost done anyways. It shouldn't take that long. And then we'll do the one for today, tomorrow. And then we'll do tomorrow's one, hopefully also tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, the pumpkin themed one is definitely one of the smaller ones. Like, absolutely, without a doubt. This one I was unsure was going to have a background, and then it ended up having a background. And also drawing the mosaic slime took a while, and then we got distracted. So yeah, a number of things happened, and that's what ended up occurring. It is what it is. But yeah, the next prompt for tomorrow that we will also be working on is the 5th one? Yeah, number 5 is Ogden. Right, which, of course, is one of the more difficult prompts. Of course, that's tomorrow's one. Man, drawing people is hard. I'm not sure how well that one's gonna go. I'm gonna try my best, but, man, that one's gonna be annoying. I'm not very good at drawing humans. I'm better at drawing monsters, but whatever, it's fine. So, yeah, that is it for today. I am tired. I'm going to stop streaming, and I'm gonna chill out for a bit. I might come back in a second for a gaming stream instead of art stream. Maybe, if I'm in the mood for it. I'm not sure. I'm tempted, but we'll see. Either way, the art stream is stopping now, so I'm going to go, put everything away, and figure out if I am willing to do a gaming stream, because it's been a few days, and I feel a bit weird having not done a gaming stream in a few days. So I might come back and start a gaming stream in a second, but if I don't, then I will see you tomorrow for more art streams, because, oh my god, there's been so much art streams, because I've been trying to keep up with the Slimetober thing, but then I had to take Sunday off, and there was other things that I had to do. It's just been a lot. But it's fine. It'll be alright. We'll come back in a bit, and we'll work on some more stuff. But yeah, for now, it is what it is. It'll be fine. I will be back at some point, either in a bit or sometime tomorrow. Either way, I'm gonna go now. I will see you later.